Hey, welcome to another episode of Freedom on Fire. I'm your host, BOBTV. How you doing today? All right, first thing I want to get off my chest. I love when the little trolls get into the comment box. I got a message to every last one of you trolls. Number one, you're not going to insult people personally on this channel, all right? Because you got to look at yourself. All right, so you're not going to insult people personally on this channel. And when you come at me, I'm from the hood, bro. I clap back. So you might want to watch your step, bro. All right, or a sister or whoever. I don't let people rat on me. But usually I try to keep the drama out. If I see that you're going to talk down a person personally, call them names, like you butt wipe, you blankety blank. Of course, I have people call me coons, and I don't know where do they see me as a coon. And let me address you people who don't understand what a coon really is. A coon is any black person, whether you want them a white person in office or not, whether you Pan-American, Pan-African, whether you half white, half black, a coon is anybody got an ounce of black in their skin, an ounce of black in their skin. To racists, you are a coon, bruh. You are a coon, sister. And I understand what they're saying. Well, you're trying to cater to the white people. And look, let me tell you something. Unlike you, I don't get on the tips of color. I don't focus on skin, because you die. Your skin is not going nowhere but in the grave. It's what you do as a person that's going to add a signature or a mark on this world that cannot be erased. So I don't look at your color. Now, I do believe there's white supremacy in government and in politics. I believe that a lot of white supremacy goes on in our foreign relations matter. I do believe the white side and the black side of President Obama could have cared less about that, and he pushed white colonial domination of the Middle East and over black and brown people. And I thought that was wrong, because none of these things are happening in Europe. None of these things are happening in Indonesia. None of these things are happening now. Yeah, we're trying to poke fun at Russia because of this fake Trump news. But and that's another thing. Let me get this clear. Then I'll get on to what I need to talk about today. You knucklehead Democrats, you centric neoliberals, you want to call people Kremlin puppets, Putin's BIT, all because they don't agree with your fake news story. I've always said, if you got something real on Trump, use it. You got a lot of stuff on Trump that you can use that you could probably use to impose articles of impeachment. And I told you 10 million times, one of them is sitting about a few doors down from the Oval Office, and that is Jared Kushner, his son-in-law, being one of his advisors, working for him, doing on behalf of the United States for Mr. Trump. That's your bombshell. This Russia stuff is nothing but doing our best as media to get you to see must-see TV. That's all it is. To get you to watch our channel, because we're going to come up with some of the craziest stories, and we're going to reel you in so we can pay these advertisers, make our money, and keep our ratings up. And they're using you because it's a lie. I'm not falling for it. Still don't know evidence of Russia colluding, but plenty of evidence of the Democratic Party colluding in the primaries, and nobody's talking about that. Nobody's trying to get people out of office for that when they need to. Jared Kushner meeting with some woman about dirt on Clinton. There's nothing illegal about that, and he has a right to do that. I don't care if it is Russia. If they got some dirt, they can get the Mr. Trump, Donald Trump president. Then that's just the way the game goes. If Hillary Clinton has something on Donald Trump, then she has the right to get that information too. Both of them done it. One with Crimea, Hillary Clinton Crimea, and Donald Trump Jr. with information on so-called news about Hillary Clinton, which it turned out to be no news. It was just a way to get in to talk to that man about talking to his father about Russian adoptions by Americans. So people, how long are you going to fall for this bull crap? They just reeling you in. Media does that. Media controls the narrative of belief in America. It's almost like being a preacher or a teacher. Their job is to instill beliefs in you. And sometimes that's okay, sometimes it's not. It's like your mother. Your mother and father's job is to instill belief into you. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. And this crap is not good. So find something real on this dude and then try to remove him out of office. But tread carefully, because then you're going to get another punk politician and Pence. Trump, punk politician. Pence, Trump, punk politician. Clinton, definitely a punk politician. Kamala Harris, now understand this. Just because she didn't say she's not running, doesn't mean she's not running. I knew Hillary Clinton was going to run for office all along. Soon, the moment she stepped down from Secretary of State on her so-called break, that was her plan to run for office. If you've been in this for a while, well, you don't have to be in this for a while. If you just got common sense, you can tell that who's getting ready to run for president. I'll tell you some people who's about to run for president that didn't announce. Governor Cuomo. That's why he's trying to do as many progressive policies in New York so he can have a record to prove to you that he's progressive when he's really a corporate Democrat that does progressive things to get votes. Number 2, Cory Booker. We already knew that. But he's done because he's Bessie DeVoe friend and he's taking money from her. And he kisses up to the pharmaceutical industry. And we call him a fake and phony, and he is. He's not a progressive. And yes, Kamala Harris, the reason she met with those donors over there in the Hamptons, which proves that she's a corporate puppet regardless of her race, Chuck, she's going to be running for office. I don't want no corporate Democrat. I don't want no Republicans in that office. I don't support parties. I support people and movements. I support progressives. And I don't give a crap what party you in. So real change start now. Keep telling people take off your party hats, come together as a voting bloc, and put the people in the office who deserve to be in those offices. Deserve. And who has the character to represent that office. And neither one of them, Trump or Clinton, was it. They lack character. Anyway, that's off my chest. What I want to talk about, first of all, I'm still not fit. Let me go back to this. Again, feel free to comment. Feel free to debate. But the moment I see an insult, bots, you'll be off the channel and off the channel forever. I know David Brock and Hillary Clinton is still paying people to correct the record, which you cannot do. People, you can't. People already know how to find out whether the record is true. So you talking to them and talking trash ain't gonna help none. And I do want to address another bot and anybody else who has this dumb idea. Number 1, progressives don't need the Hillary Clinton base. We don't need the I'm with her cult. Well, you got to have us in order to win. You know, that was proven. You got to understand, you're not the Bernie or Bus crowd, HRC supporters. The Bernie or Bus crowd were not just Democrats. The Bernie or Bus crowd were Democrat, Independents, and some Republicans. And the reason Republicans voted for Trump that didn't really want to vote for Trump is because they weren't going to vote for a corporate shield in Hillary Clinton. They fell for the dumb Trump lies that he was going to do all these progressive things when he's just a salesman. Always has and always been. He sells homes for a living. He's a salesman. He do infomercials and hang out with Robert Kiyosaki, and nothing wrong with that, but he's a salesman. He sold you, you bought it, and it was bad goods. He had no intention of doing all this thing. The only thing he's intending on doing is getting rid of destroying Obama's legacy, because he don't like Obama. He hate Obama. He hate that this black man made president before he did. And whether you like that or not, that's just the bona fide truth. And do I think he got some racial undertones? Yes. So you hillbots, you got to understand. As a matter of fact, I'm talking to any Democrats. You got to understand, Democratic Party. Bernie has dug into your base. And I'm very critical of Bernie. I'm not into identity politics, and I don't follow your lead because of your name. People say, I know the verdict is out with you. You're a Bernie guy. I'm only a Bernie guy when Bernie does right. The moment I see him do wrong, I call him out. I've called Bernie a sheepdog, you name it. But the moment he do right by the people, I'll support him. The moment you do right by the people, I'll support you. If Trump do right by the people, I'll support him. He did one thing right recently, and that's to stop funding these ignorant terrorists. Now, let me get back to this. Now, I'm not far from criticism. I can take criticism, and I can listen, as long as you're not visceral toward me. If you're visceral toward me, you cease to have anything to say because you prove your ignorance right then and there. Come talk to me like a man or a woman, and I will be open to listen to you. But when you come out blasting me out, calling me all kind of names, and you don't know me, I'm going to shut you down, literally. I hope you see me, because that's what I do. I'm open. I love people, and I receive from people, and I'm open to hear from people. And if I agree with you, I agree with you. If I don't, I don't. And I still can love you and not hate you and not be visceral towards you. But when you come on here calling people names, trash talking them, not what they say, but them, then I got a problem. You're off the channel. Now, I'm grateful for the comments. I'm grateful for the subscribers. But I got in this because I had a voice, and I need to get my voice out. And the best way I can get it out is here, and I love it. I didn't get in this for subscribers. I didn't get in this to make money. I didn't get in this to do none of this. I didn't get in this to try to aspire to be a journalist, because I'm not. I didn't get in this to try to be on different people's shows, but I thank people who allow me to be on this show. I really do, Tim Black and all. I didn't get in this for all that. I get in this as a support to the people. I care about people, and I care about the issues of people, and I put people before politics and party any day. People before politics and party and power any day. So if you have something to say that I need to hear that's going to benefit people, you got my ear. But if it's a whole bunch of defending of your party and defending of your politics, I ain't got nothing. I don't want to hear the crap, because I don't care about your party. I don't care about your politics. I don't care about your political leaders. I just care about what they do. So back to the I'm with her people. Some people call it I'm with her cult. First of all, Hillary's done. She's not going to run for president. Just like I said, Kamala Harris is dead upon arrival. Cory Booker is dead upon arrival. Trump would be dead upon arrival if the Democrats get off this Russia stuff and start really legislating things to help people and get ready to take over in 2018 with a real progressive push that's going to help people, that's going to drive people to the poll to support them. But with this crap and the way that, first of all, they didn't address the issue that they stabbed their own in the back. That right there has turned people off from you, and they're never going to come back. Either they're going to begin to vote Republican, or they're going to be independent and support third parties' pushes. They're not ever coming back to your party. It's just for the simple fact that you've shown yourself crooked and unethical and willing to stab your own in the back, eat your own babies, so to speak. Who hangs out with somebody that eats their babies? Who support people that eat their babies? Abusing the people who's supposed to be on your side. So you can forget about them coming back. I'm with a cult. Democrats, you had a lot of people leave that party because of your crookedness. doing whatever you can to get this woman in office, including Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Donna Brazile, and I believe this Debbie Wasserman Schultz and this IT guy. Me personally, I can't prove it. I'll let them go ahead and prove it. I believe Debbie Wasserman Schultz and this IT guy has so much on these DNC elites that they control everything they do literally. Even the point of never stepping down from the superdelegates, turning from Clinton to Sanders. You better not even think about it, because we got all this dirt on you. Not saying that's true. That is a theory. Anyway, I'll just get stuff off my chest before I get into some real news. I got to get ready to go. But so no, HRC people, she run again. You're gonna guarantee Donald Trump another 4 years. Her popularity is lower than his. And even though they say she won more people, it doesn't matter how much more people she won. It's where she win. It's where you win that caused you to become the president, not how many people that voted for you. And even then, how do I know these numbers are true? And I don't care about the numbers. We're in America. We have electoral college, and it's where you win, not how many people who vote for you. And right now, it looks like it's going to be a repeat. And right now, the Democratic elite is shopping amongst themselves with their money and their donor class to pick the next president. They're not going to you and me. They're not polling you and me to see who should run, because they know most people are going to say Bernie Sanders. And they do not want that. They do not want a hard left to run for office. They do not want a progressive to have any inch in the Democratic Party, especially one who is not really a Democrat by name. They care more about Democrats by name than Democrat in ideas. Yet they know Bernie Sanders is the man, and they know Bernie Sanders is their heart transplant. And if that heart transplant is gone, they die. They hate Nina Turner. They hate anybody that's progressive because it's a threat to their pocket and a threat to their agenda. So every time progressive try to come up, they're gonna try to shoot you down. Tom Perez and Keith Ellison is an example. Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton is an example, and Kimberly Ellis and that pharmaceutical nutcase that's running the Democratic Party in California is another one. They're not going to give it to you. You're going to have to take it. Now, here's my main point to those people who say that. You can't do it without us. It's going to be done without you. We want you to support it, but if you don't, that's your problem. Because the bottom line is this. Progressives, majority of them are not in your party. So they can care less about your party politics, and they'll tell you take your party politics, turn it sideways, and stick it up your behind. Way up there till you can pop it out your eyeballs. They don't care about your party politics or your party loyalty. They care about your policies, and if you push the right policies, you will get some of their support. Because most of them are independent. They're not a part of the party. They're not even part of an independent party. They're just independent. Why? Because they're tired of the two-party crooked system. Both parties are crooked to the core, the Democrats and the Republicans. Both leaders were crooked to the core. I support Jill Stein and Jean-Marc Baraka, and for those haters out there, I will say it again. I will do it again, because they were smarter, more poised, they had better policies, and they truly had an agenda for the people. There was no, we can't and never will have universal health care, never, ever, ever. There was none of that. It's we have to. We have to change the environment. We have to change our infrastructure. We got to get a Green New Deal. We have to reward those who came to this country and pretty much gave their life to build this country with reparations. I can go on and on. We got to cancel student debt and let people inject money back into this economy. That's more important than try to hold them to their debt that they will never pay, or rather go in bankruptcy over. We need to make sure college is affordable for everybody, absolutely free. That's why they're getting support. And that's what you're supposed to be doing, Democratic Party, but you totally turn your back on FDR ideas and embrace Ronald Reagan's and Bill Clinton's, which is pretty much the same. So, we don't need the HRC people. The HRC people are so small. We want it, we desire it, but they're small, they're minute. You're not growing. HRC supporters are not growing. Bernie Sanders supporters are growing. Why? Because most of them was not in the Democratic Party. That man cut into your base, took almost half your base, and half of your base is half of your base are now progressive-minded individuals and are following the lead of Bernie Sanders. The other half is fighting hard as they can to survive. No, you're not going to survive, and you're not going to take over that party. Even though I am not a fan of this change the party from the inside, I won't push them down on it. Will I be a part of changing the party on the inside? Hell and heavens, no. I'm more on the point of supporting voting blocks that support individuals in parties. I am not a party guy, and I am not planning on being a party guy for a long time. I don't care how great your party platform, I am not going to join anything. This is not a culture. This is not a club. We talking about people's lives, and I'd rather look at the person who has an agenda to help people better them lives than a party who say they are and ain't gonna do a doggone thing. I'm almost done. Wake up, Democrats. Wake up, Chuck Schumer. Wake up, Nancy Pelosi. Because you know the news is out. Half your Democratic base is on Bernie Sanders' side, a progressive who is doing his best to change your party inside to save your lives. Had it been up to me, I would have left you down there on the side of the road, bleeding, dying, waiting for the buzzers to eat out your carcass after what you've done in 2016. And how you plan on continuing to do the same thing. Bernie Sanders, almost half the party are pushing progressive ideas. Some Republicans may not confess to being a progressive, but they do support progressive ideas. Some, not all. I don't support all myself. And last but not least, the independent base, which is both matches up both independent and matches up the Democratic and party combined. They are really the juggernaut. They're really the leaders. If they got together and form a party, they will beat you to any time, every day, all day, if they can get this stuff together and come together as one. That's why I am not for parties. I'm pushing all these progressives to come around an agenda, become a voting bloc, and support a People's Manifesto, and support those who decide to run on the manifesto and put them in office, versus trying to find people to run for office in a party to primary Democrats and stuff like that. To each his own. You go ahead and do that. You try to draft Bernie. But the most important thing to me is everybody take off their party hats, come together as one, and put in office people who are really going to push people-inspired agendas. So no, we would like to have as many people join us in pushing people in office who are pushing people first agendas, which I call a People's Manifesto. But when you got 70 to 80% of the independents on your side, which is more than the Democratic Party itself, and when you got almost half of the Democratic Party on your side, and when you got a certain percentage of Republicans that will support what you're doing, don't need the Hillary Clinton people. The Hillary Clinton movement is dead. Kamala Harris is an extension of that movement. She is Hillary Clinton with Bill Clinton tendencies. When I say that, I mean with the philandering stuff. Go check her record. I'm having a good day, people, regardless. You know, I'm getting ready to go do my thing, going to work, but I'm having a good day drinking my orange juice. Orange juice. Speaking of orange juice, OJ is getting out. Oh, Lord. Anyway, hi, people. OJ is out. Anyway, I'm done. I just wanted to send a clear message to you bots who personally insult people on this channel. I will shut you down and you will never be on this channel. A lot of them are paid by David Brock and Correct the Record. A lot of them are hiding behind other people's picture. Like I had this brother, supposed to be a brother. I'm not trying to tell you, probably some mad Hillary supporter, feminist, with a picture up there. I'm trying to act like they're an ultra black person and claiming for me to be a coon because I want to push a white America. America can't get no whiter than this, man. It's white to the core with Donald Trump. And look, let me tell you something. I'm American. And I believe anybody of color that helps people should be in that office. I'm not into this color crap. Yeah, I am. I do care about my people. But I'm not to the point where I'm so ultra that I'll minimize and down talk another race and try to claim that they're not equal to me. I'm not that guy. Because the bottom line, when you die, this black skin will decay in the grave. It's what I do in this black skin that makes me great. That's why my heroes are Nelson Mandela and to a certain extent, President Obama, to Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, you name it. These are my heroes. But right now in the grave, it's not the color that made them great. It's what they did for color that made him great. And I don't care if you are a white, if you're a Hispanic, if you're a black, if you're going to do something that uplift cultures, you got my support. But if you're going to do something to uplift supremacy, whether it's corporate supremacy, white supremacy, black supremacy, whatever, no, I don't believe in overlording over people. Because God that I serve said we all are created equal. And whether people recognize that or not, that's a different story. I recognize that. So, you're not going to get on my channel and bash the commenters. You're free to bash what they're saying, but don't call them personal names. You will get shut down. I can go back and forth with you, because I can trash talk with the best of them, Doc. I can go back and forth with you, but I'm not going to waste my energy. Why? Because I'm too interested in making the world a better place for you and me. Heal the world. Michael Jackson. That's what I'm interested in. Healing the world. The world. The world. And last but not least, HRC supporters, your movement is dying out. You're going to have to find somewhere to get oxygen from. Hillary Clinton is not going to run for office, and if she runs for office again, she's going to lose miserably. And the people are not buying it. We're not buying the DNC fixing up election anymore. We're going to shut that stuff down. That's not going to happen. So I suggest you find another movement, because the HRC ready for Hillary. I'm with her. That movement is dead. She's trying her best to come out and talk, but every time she talks, it doesn't bring a good light to you guys. And with this Russia BS she's talking and not taking blame for her sucking so bad that a TV reality racist overtone, don't know crap about politics, person beat her. She's supposed to be the most qualified. This guy beat her. That's how bad she sucked. So for her to go on this, it ain't my fault mystical tour, that's not gonna that's making you look even worse. So Hillary supporter, David Brock people, Neera Tanden, Robbie Mook, all you HRC club members, all you HRC apologists, Joy Reid, Rachel Maddow, you name it. That movement is dead. It's time to move on. Bernie Sanders' movement is growing. And even though he's getting up there in age, I gotta let you know he's growing. Am I supporting that movement? Nope. I support his policies, but I'm not supporting that movement. I did that last year. I'm not doing it now. I'm on a bigger agenda. I'm on a people-minded, people-inspired, it's the people's time, it's the people's turn agenda. That's what I'm on. And the voting block is the best way to do it, and that's when everybody take off their freaking Democratic Party hat, Republican, take off your party hats, come together as a voting block, hand something to these politicians and let them know how strong you are and how big in numbers you are. Hand this document to them and say, hey, we need somebody to run on this, campaign on this, and work this through in government. And if you ain't it, you are not our guy. You are not our girl. If you're not going to be for these things in this platform, preach, teach it, declare it, and execute it, you're not our guy, you're not our girl, move on, carry it behind somewhere else, you're not getting my vote. That's how strong this has got to be. Now, that's out. That's how strong it got to be. I'm not for your party. I'm not for your agenda. I'm not for your talking points. I'm for these people out here that's going through what I'm going through every day in the grit and gritty. While you sitting up there in the Beltway on Capitol Hill eating, drinking Dawn Perignon and eating caviar at the parties and riding around in your limos and kissing up to the press, kissing up to the politicians to be part of the club. I'm not with that. I'm against you. You are our enemy because you're not trying to do anything to help us. All you want to do is continue to live your elaborate elite lifestyle and push your talking points where you can continue to do that. Get off that crap. Get on us and our agenda. Don't you dare shun us because we want you to focus on people-driven issues. I don't care about your Russia or anything else. I care about people in Flint, Michigan, still drinking dirty water, getting kicked out of their house because they don't want to pay a dirty water bill. I care more about that. You care more about the people who are where gentrification is taking over their neighborhoods and they're getting kicked out of their neighborhoods so they can put up expensive condominiums where they cannot afford it to drive the blacks and the Hispanic out to put more white elite people in those neighborhoods. I'm more concerned about that. And I can go on and on and on. That's what I care about. I don't care about your freaking party lines. I don't care about your freaking political leaders. I don't care about none of them. I don't care about Trump and his agenda. I don't care about Pence. None of them. I don't care about Chuck Schumer. None of that. All I care about is what are they going to do for the people. And if they're doing things to undermine the people and hurt the people, I'm going to call you out. And I'm going to call you to the carpet. And I'm going to demand, along with millions of other people, that if you don't change, we going to change you out of office. And that goes for Trump. That goes for anybody running in the Democratic Party. That goes for anybody. So you can take your comments about me being something or one of these commenters down here. If you ain't got a plan and you're not putting feet to the fire, then shut your doggone mouth. All you do is aghast. I almost cuss. You're talking out of your behind. You're not doing anything. Then again, you may. I don't know. But the thing is, I don't care. If you're doing things to bring people up, whether you agree with me or not, I can agree to disagree and high five you on the point that you're trying to bring all people up. And yes, I do want to see my black people come up harder, stronger, and faster because we way behind the line. It seems like other cultures are starting to get more extra leeway. And I'm saying we need to be equal on this leeway. At minimum, equal. Because we gave so much in skin, blood, sweat, and lives for this country. All right, I'm done. I'm on this rant, and I'm getting off my chest. I didn't talk about any news today. There's so much news going out there, but I just want to address some of the commenters. I don't mind you commenting on Freedom of Fire or the Raw Report. That's why I'm on YouTube. That's why there's a comment section. Comment all you want. When you viscerally, personally attack anybody in that comment section, first of all, I'm going to blast you out, and then, so everybody can know who you are, and then you'll never be able to make a comment on these channels again, on the entire channel. Like I said, you feel free to debate what's being said, but you don't attack personally people on this channel. I don't play that. You're not going to attack people on this channel. And like I said, hey, I clap back too, and I can talk trash too, but I'm not going to waste my energy because I'm too focused on improving everybody in America with my little microphone, my camera, my light, and YouTube. That's all I got. And if you happen to be one of them, even though you disagree with me, I'm still going to do it for you. BOBTV, Freedom on Fire. I'll at you later. Peace. Hey, this is your boy BOBTV with Freedom on Fire and Rob Report. I want to thank you for watching the webcast. Make sure you share these segments all across your social media network. Like and share, subscribe, and maybe invite a couple other people to do the same thing. You make the difference. I also want to thank you for those who support this channel through Patreon, whether it's 50 cents to $50 million. It goes right back into what we do here. So like the lights that you're looking at right now, that's because of something that you did. So I really appreciate it. I want to thank my man Vegimatic for the Blue Yeti mic, one of the top microphones out right now. He knew I needed the mic, so he blessed me with it. So all of you guys make the difference into this channel growing, and I really want to appreciate you for that. Also, by all means, again, continue to share your comments at the bottom of each video. Just don't get so visceral to the people who may disagree with me or may disagree with you. This calling out name stuff, that's not for this channel. So please try not to call people names, personal names. Now you can call some of the stuff they talk about crap. I say that, but just don't attack people personally. Words really hurt when you start attacking people personally, because these people really believe these things, and you're not gonna take away their belief by calling them names. So please don't do that on this channel. But nevertheless, I appreciate you guys. We're shooting for 2,000 now, so I need your help. So as my pastor would say, reach one, teach one. I mean, let's reach out. You got the information. Make sure you share with other people and try to get them to subscribe to the channel so we can grow and expand. Again, the money, the finances that you give in your Patreon account, it goes into equipment. So I want to thank you for personally helping this endeavor grow. And on BOBTV, Freedom on Fire, Rob Report. Peace.